Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Code 369. Our motto is to learn by doing. We will be having a sample project and we will be learning how to do that. So by learning how to do that, you will be learning better. That's it. And today's class is CSS Flexbox. Okay, we will be learning what is Flexbox, how to create it. And this is full stack development course. Today is class 46. From next slide, you will learn how to learn. The main concept of this quote is that always you have to ask question. Whenever you find something which you don't know, you have to ask a question, okay? Until you get clear of all those things. Einstein also says that never stop questioning, okay? Because all the answers are hidden behind the questions only. And learning is an active process. We learn by doing. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. He says that we have to use the knowledge which we acquire. Otherwise it will not stick in our mind. So here also in our class also, if you follow me line by line, okay, whenever I write some piece of code, some lines of code, you continuously write following me, okay, simultaneously you also write that. If you are doing like that simultaneously, if you are write coding along with me, it will be easy to understand, okay? So instantly you will be getting the results. You are writing one line, you will be getting a result, and you will be writing next line, you will be getting the result. So don't watch the video completely. Do it simultaneously, okay? If you want to master something, teach it. You can be asking to whom I can teach. You can teach it to yourself. Just ask questions to yourself and try to explain it to yourself, okay? Prerequisites: install the VS Code editor and its extensions, create a folder for VS Code, and create an HTML file. To do all these things, I have given links in the description box. Please check it. Now this is what our sample project is, and this is called as Flexbox, okay? Flexbox is nothing but these boxes are flexible, okay, according to the changes that is happening. And the thing which you are seeing in green color is called a flex container, okay, and the things which you are seeing in yellow color is called flex items. Flex container is nothing but the thing which is having the flex items, okay, that is called flex container. Okay, then let us see how to do it. Here you can see a green box and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that 9 boxes are there inside that. So how to do it? Let us see. And I have created a file name called project.f.html, and a .html is very important here. And here you can see select language mode as HTML. This is also very important. And now we have to construct the base structure of HTML. So how to do that? HTML:5. Press enter. If you don't know what is base structure, you can see my video which is given in the description box. And there you will be learning what is element, what is tag name, what is open tag, close tag, everything, okay? The base structure of HTML. And delete this is not necessary now. Please delete this. And this language is also not necessary, so delete this. And here the default name for this web page is given as document, and you can change it. I am giving the same name as my file name, okay? This is the title of the web page, okay? When you are visiting your web browser and seeing your web page, the title will be this only, okay? Now what you are going to do is you are going to create a flex box like this, flex container and flex items. The whole thing is called as Flexbox, okay? How to do that? First you have to create a development, okay? And what you have to do is you are going to construct 9 developments inside this, because we are having 9 boxes, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So as usual, how we create box, here also we are going to create. Normally we will be using development for creating boxes. So here also we will be using development. So now what you are going to do is just copy this, okay, by Alt Shift down arrow. Here I have placed more than 9 developments, okay. Just give value to each of the developments, okay. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everything, sorry, inside every box there are numbers given. So how to do that? Inside development you have to give numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So these two developments are not necessary. Let this. Next thing is, I already told this green box is called as flex container, and this 9 boxes which are in yellow are called flex items. Okay, the flex container is nothing but which contains the flex items. Okay, so here we can see 9 flex items which are placed inside a development. So this development is called the flex container. Okay, where these 9 developments are placed is called as flex container. Okay, so here we can give class name as container itself. Okay, flex container itself, because this is a flex container, so we give class name as flex container itself. Okay, now what you have to do is, we have created flex container and also flex items, and also we have given numbers for them. Okay, so now we have to give background color for this flex container. Okay, and also we have to make this development a flex box. Okay, so how to do that? Here you have to insert the internal CSS by using style element, and inside this style element you have to represent this flex container. Okay, this flex container development using the class name. You are going to represent this flex container here using the class name by dot flex container. Okay, now one more thing which you have to remember is that this is just a development now. Okay, it is not a flex container at all. So how to make it a flex container? What you have to give is display, and you have to give flex. Okay, now it will become a flex container. Okay, so now it will be having what can we call? Now it is authorized to have flex items. Okay, that's it. So now we have to give background color for this flex container, and the background color is green as usual, what we have done there, green yellow. Okay, now then what we have to do is, we have to give font size for this numbers. Okay, we have to give font size for these numbers. There is one more way, which is you can give box size. Okay, height width for each box, but that is not we are going to do now, and here that is not we are going to do now. Just we are giving font size. Okay, that itself is enough. So give font size here. So how to give font size? You are going to represent all these developments here. Okay, so how to represent? I am going to give flex container as the parent element, and I am leaving space and give development. Okay, and you would have seen this in the previous classes of advanced selectors. Okay, parent selector, sorry, it's not parent selector. What you can call is, you would have seen descendant selectors. Okay, descendant selectors child selector and sibling selectors, everything you would have seen. And this is called as descendant selector. So what does it mean is, you don't have to remember technical names every time, just know the concept. What is it means is, this is a class, flux container is a class, and this div means that this div is living inside this class. Okay, for example, there is flux container. Okay, here we have mentioned that, and here we have mentioned a div. So what does it mean? It means all the div elements which are living inside this flux container. Okay, that is what it means. So now give style for it, font color. Okay, font size as 30 pixel, and you are going to give padding. Okay, margin, padding, everything, because here you can see there is a space between the number and the border. Okay, we are not giving border, we are just going to give padding. You can see space, that's what I'm saying. You can see space between the text and the border. Okay, so give padding, and also you can see margin. There is a margin outside of this box. Okay, here you can see space, green color, margin. All these things, padding, margin, were covered in the previous classes itself. If you watch that, you will be easily understanding all these concepts. So give padding as 30 pixel. And font size is very small, I think so. So I am giving it as 150 pixel. Okay. Padding I reduce to 20 pixel. Let us see what is the value that I have given here using inspect. Okay. Here you can see I have given font size as 150, margin as 20 pixel, and padding as 20 pixel. Okay. So let us give the same value, so it will be easily understandable for you when I explain the concepts. Okay. 20 pixel and margin as 20 pixel. Then you are going to give background color. Okay, here you can see the background color of these boxes are yellow, so I am going to give yellow. I think it is gold. Okay, so anything it can be background color. Let us select one of these colors. For example, I am selecting dark orange. Okay, press Alt Z for text wrapping, it will come to the next line. That's it. Now press Ctrl S and open your web page in the web browser by going to the folder that you have created for VS Code. Okay, and go there and open your file. My project file is project F. Okay, double click. Now you can see the box. Okay, but 9 is not visible here. Here you can see the one box which is exceeding has come to the next line. So we will see it later. Okay, so how to do that? Here you can see the 9 has got outside, but everything perfect. Okay, everything perfect except that 9 has got outside. So let us learn how to correct all these things. So next what we are going to learn is how to use flex direction. Okay, now let us see, first of all let us see how to learn how to use flex wrap. Okay, so let me give flex wrap. Wrapping is nothing but, here you can see up to 2 it goes and 1 has come to the next line, that is called wrap. 1 has come to the next line, that is called wrap. Okay, how to do the text wrap? Here inside the flux container. Okay, remember flux container, here you have to give, sorry it's not text, flux wrap. Okay, flux wrap, and you have to give it as wrap. Okay, now press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now you can see it has come to the next line. Okay, and next thing is, here learn how to use flex direction. So how to give flex direction here, okay, flex direction. You can see a lot of directions here. I am giving it as column and see what will happen. Press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now you can see all the flex items has come down. Okay, this is called the flex direction of column. All the flex items will be coming column wise. So we have to give this as row. Okay, so that is what we want. So we are giving it as row. Press Ctrl S, go back, reload. Now it has come. Next thing which you are going to see is learn how to use justify content. Okay, justify content. I'll go here, use justify content here. Justify content. Here you can see a lot of things. Okay, left, right, safe, space around, baseline, center. Okay, I'm giving center. Press Ctrl S and go here. And here all the flex items will be coming to the center. Press Ctrl R. Okay, now you can see the 9 also has come to center. Okay, then what else? Learn how to use align items. Okay, we will be aligning the items now. So everything which we have done still now is on the flex container. Okay, but now what we will be doing is we will be using styles on the flex items. Okay, so what is the style which we are going to use? Align items. Okay, align items. So go here and inside this you are going to give align items. Okay, I'm going to give align items as flex end. So Ctrl S and go here and reload. Nothing changed. Okay, give as center. Press Ctrl S and go here and reload. Nothing will be changed because already it is perfectly aligned, so nothing will be changed. So here let us see this justify content as left and align items as center. So how it will appear? Press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now also there is no problem. Okay, because align items is nothing but aligning the items. Okay, that's not a big problem, but this is nothing but this is about the content. Okay, this is about the content, this is about the about the alignment of items. Okay, so that's it. Learn how to give order for the flex items. Okay, here you can see I have given from 9 to 1. Okay, but it is 1 to 9. I have given 9 to 1. So how to give order for the flex items? Go here, VS Code. Now what we are going to do is we are going to give order for every element. Okay, so in order to do that I am pressing Alt and I'm going to press Alt and I'm going to be doing left click on the mouse. Okay, Alt left click, Alt left click, Alt left click. Like this I will be clicking on every element. Now I am leaving space and I am going to be typing style equal to, and I am going to give style as order. Okay, now what I will be doing is giving the order. Just click somewhere else and give here order. Okay, so I am giving order as 9, here 8, here 7, here 6, here 5, here 4, here 3, here 2 and here 1. Okay, So what you can see here is, sorry for leaving unnecessary space. That is not looking good. Sorry for taking this time now. Okay, now it's okay, perfectly aligned. Now we can see the elements are from 1 to 9, but I have given order for 9 to 1. Okay, so the first box will be going to the 9th, okay, and the second will be going to the 8th, and the third will be going to the 7th. So it will be reverse. Okay, so now press Ctrl S here and go back to your web page. Press Ctrl R. Now you can see everything has got reversed. Okay, that is called order. Okay, I have changed the order. So next what we are going to do is learn to use flex basis, flex grow, flex shrink. Okay, all these three things by creating another flex box. So now what we are going to do is, this is what you are going to do. This is exactly looking like a web page. Okay, in the website. Now you can see any website. For example, you can see W3 schools itself. Okay, W3 schools, how it is looking. Here you can see in the top there are many options. Okay, here in the top there are many options, and let me go to CSS tutorial. This is a perfect example. Here you can see a lot of options in the left side. Okay, and in the top there are headings. Okay, and in this area, in this part, you can see a lot of things like content. Okay, that's what here also. In the top there is heading, and in left there will be many options, and here there will be content. Okay, that's what we are going to do now. How to do that? Here you have to create another flex container. Okay, how to do that? Just copy this whole things. Okay, and paste here. But you are going to create another flex container, right? So I am giving another class name, and we will be having only 3 things. So 3 developments is enough. Delete all these things, and order is not necessary here, so delete the order. Delete the style itself. Okay, here also you can use that option, alt left click. Okay, it is easy for you to delete the things. This is a shortcut which is very useful. Okay, now we have created 3 developments. So why we have created 3 developments? Because this is first box, and this header is first box, and this navigation is second box, and this content is third box. Okay, so here I have given this header as a title. Okay, so it is looking in bold, and it is looking in bigger size. So I am going to give all these header, navigation and content as titles. So how to give them as titles? Just remove this 1 2 3 because we are not going to insert 1 2 3. So how to give them as title? You are using h1 element. Okay, h1, and inside that h1 I am going to type header, and here also I am going to use h1, and inside this I am going to type as navigation. Okay, navigation. Sorry if my pronunciation is not correct. And here also I am going to give this as heading. So what is content? Okay, now press Ctrl S and go to your web page, press Ctrl R. Now you will not be having anything. Okay, just you will be having heading. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to make this as flex container and flex items. Okay, so how to make this element as flex container? You have to represent this flex you have to represent this class name here, okay, like we did here. So just copy this, okay, copy this and paste here. Okay, only thing which you have to change is class name, okay. Then display, we have made it as flex, that is important, and background color, that is also okay. Flex wrap, that is also okay. Flex direction, justify content, but we are not going to use all these things. Flex wrap, flex direction, justify content, everything. Justify content is not necessary. Flex wrap and flex direction is okay, okay, that's not a problem. So let us go here and see. So one thing which you have to understand here is, and that is very important. Here you can see the header, okay. This header box, this has occupied 100% of the width, okay. 100% of the width of the whole page, okay. So in normal boxes we will be giving as width, but here in flex boxes we will be using a term called flex basis, okay. So this flex basis will be occupying 100%, and here for navigation I have given 20%, I think so. Just right click and inspect, you will be seeing what is the value that I have given. Flex base is as 20%, okay. So this width is 20%. So what is the technical name here for width? Flex basis, okay. And here this width, that is called flex basis, that is 80%. So here we are going to give values. So how to give values? I'm going to be using inline CSS itself, okay. That's enough for here. So press Alt, the left click, give style, okay, and just release this. And for all the three things you are going to give flex basis. So flex basis and leave space, and another thing which you are going to do is flex grow, okay. I will be teaching you what it is. Flex grow, sorry, and flex shrink, okay. And also we will be giving background color. You know what is background color. So just leave this. Now let us go and understand the concepts, okay. The concept is that this navigation should not be expanding, okay. Whatever the content you are writing, it will not be expanding, it should not be expanding. But here in the content, so you will be writing a lot of text. So what should be happening is this box should be expanding, okay, and it should not shrink, it should be only expanding, okay. So what we can say is it should not shrink. So let us give shrink value as 0, okay, and it should be expanding. So the technical name is grow, okay, flex grow. So it should be expanding. So we will be giving flex grow value as 1 for content, okay. So here in the content box, where is content box? Here, okay, this is content box. So here in the flex basis, leave the flex basis. Just for flex grow we are going to give value as 1, and for flex shrink this is 0, okay. And for other two boxes, both header and navigation will not be expanding, so I will be giving flex shrink as 1, okay, but it will be shrinking. So here by flex grow 0, okay, and here flex grow is 0 and flex shrink is 1, okay. Now next thing is we have to give the flex basis. So what is flex basis? Width, okay. So for header we are going to give 100%, navigation 20%, content 80%, okay. So how to give it? Flex basis for header is 100%. and for here for the navigation this is 20%, and here for content this is 80%. Now press Ctrl S, and another thing which we are going to give is background color for each of it. Okay, so let's say for header we give background color as yellow, and for here for navigation we give background color as orange, and here for content we give background color as green in the sense green yellow. Okay, now press Ctrl S and go back, reload. Now we have got it. Okay, but here there should be space. It has got mingled. So what can we do is we can give break. Whether break will be working for it, sorry, I don't know. Here, okay, here you have to give break because development will be continuously following, so we cannot give break, I think so. Yes, press Ctrl S, press Ctrl R. Okay, just a little amount of space is there, so let us give, what can we do is let us do create a paragraph. Okay, create a paragraph and let us give a paragraph here, lorem. Press Ctrl S. So there will be a paragraph. So little amount of space is visible here. That's enough. This paragraph is inserted just to leave some space. Okay, just to distinguish the two boxes. So let us give content here. Let us give content here. Here is the heading h1 element. Okay, here is the heading, and let me type the content here. Okay, so type lorem, and again lorem, and again lorem, enter. Sorry, some mistake. Leave some space and lorem, enter, and leave some space, lorem, enter, leave some space, lorem, enter. Okay, now press Ctrl S and go back and reload. Now you can see it clearly. Okay, so if it is not visible clearly to you, let me give some space. Here this is for header. Okay, and here this is for navigation, and let me distinguish this content also. I hope now it is clearly visible. This is heading and this is the content that we have typed here. Okay, so let us copy this also. Copy this, sorry, from here to here, copy this by pressing Ctrl C and paste here. Okay, now you will be having more content, so press Ctrl S, reload. Now you can see it clearly. Okay, this is what we wanted, the same like we have done here. Okay, this is what we wanted. So that's all my friends, our today's project is over, and thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching my videos, and please remember to subscribe me. Let us see you in the upcoming videos. Thank you.